Hello! It's time for a new vlog because this time I'm slightly annoyed, and if you know anything about me by now, you should know that I'm incredibly passionate about education and teaching, and that also includes parenting, obviously, because not only I am a parent, but I deal with parents all the time, and more importantly, I deal with the children. So, yeah, I've got a message for all parents out there. Please, please stop doing this. Okay, so one of the main things that I encounter as a teacher, and it really gets in the way of education, is bad parenting. Please don't take anything that I say in this video as an insult. I'm just trying to challenge some ideas and maybe provoking some thinking. But I am not attacking anyone, I'm not trying to insult anyone, and I'm not trying to discriminate anyone. So let's get to this. For the last 36 months, I've noticed certain patterns that really have concerned me. For example, I've noticed that there's a school of thought that seems to believe that one should allow their children to do whatever they want, whenever they want, and however they want. Well, I've got a problem with that because, as a teacher and as a parent myself, I don't see why one should do that. I just don't see the benefit. Yes, children should be independent. Yes, children should believe that they can be whoever they want. But no, they should not believe that that can come at no cost. Life is difficult. Life requires understanding rules and structures, and it requires that one maps out the meaning of what life is and how we fit in. That doesn't come without a set of rules and laws and premises. Without those, we are just left to social abandonment and emotional recklessness. At the end of the day, without rules, we don't have a script to go by whenever things go wrong. Plus, how does one achieve goals without goal setting? It just sounds absolutely bonkers to me. So, goal setting is also part of that process of mapping out the world. You look at the world, you try to make sense out of it. From what you understand, you start realizing what you can achieve with it, how you can play that game, and what you can take out of it. That requires rules. So we cannot be telling these children that they can do whatever they want. That's not true. They can be whoever they want, that is correct. But they can't do whatever they want. Even to become whoever they want, they will need to learn how to compromise, how to negotiate, how to limit themselves in order to pursue infinite possibilities. Now, the other thing that also upsets me as an educator and as a parent is to see negative conditioning. So when a student is struggling and they can't really cope with, the challenge that it is to learn music or to learn anything for all that matters, why aren't parents intervening? Why aren't parents looking at the situation, assessing the situation, and defining some sort of structure and problem solving that will allow the students to step outside that rut? Sometimes, as we grow up, we find ourselves stuck. We don't know who we are and how to manage the world and how to manage the challenges that are, just thrown at us. But that doesn't mean that we don't do anything about it as teachers, parents, or educators. Quite the opposite. That means that we should interfere and intervene immediately, providing support, guidance, advice, and structure. For example, why aren't parents doing more of goal-setting exercises with their children? I don't understand. It is fundamental that children, as young as anything, understand how important it is to define routes, to define processes. They must understand that there are steps to be taken in order to achieve what they want and accomplish what they want to accomplish and get what they want to get. I am the father of a toddler. If he wants to eat an apple, but he's in the process of eating his soup, well, then he must understand that he won't have the apple until he's finished with the soup. That will wire his brain in a way that's going to teach him that there are steps to be taken in order to get what he actually wants to get. He wants the apple, but the soup is the price to pay. So if a student is struggling and he or she can't really cope with the pressure of a lesson, which is okay, then our job as parents is to sit down, assess it, and understand, first of all, why that's happening, what can be done to avoid that in the future, what we can do to help better equip the student in order to cope with the pressure. Maybe there are things that the student can tell us that will help the process to become smoother. Sometimes we just need to ask. Let's not assume that our children are just that. Let's not assume that, just because they behave a certain way on a regular basis, that means that they are just that finished product right there at the age of 10. That's absurd. No 10-year-old child is a finished product. Hell, no 40-year-old child is a finished product. So let's get our acts together. Let's work with our children, not against them. Let's not allow them to just do whatever they want, but let's also not condition them to not pursue the things they want to pursue just because they are difficult. If whenever something is difficult, you just allow your child to give up, you're conditioning this child to become a quitter of an adult. But on the other hand, if you allow your child to just do whatever they want, whenever they want, however they want, then you are conditioning this child to become an adult that is completely devoid of structure, sense of responsibility, and rules. So parents, please embrace the challenge of helping your children to be more structured, more goal-setting oriented, and more well-equipped to deal with the pressure that it is to live in society and pursue high goals. There is my request to you that you do this on a daily basis and don't ever give up on them. Thanks.